ओके हाय फोक्स सादिया मोहम्मद हियर और आज हम लोग एएस फिजिक्स का सिलेबस कंटेंट के बारे में बात करेंगे एंड नॉट जस्ट दिस आई ट्राइंग टू टॉक अबाउट द पेपर पैटर्न लाइक कितने कंपोनेंट्स एंड स्टफ लाइक दैट बिफोर आई स्टार्ट आई वुड लाइक टू से कि आप जब भी ये वीडियो देख रहे हैं जस्ट कीप इन माइंड कि डोंट लुक एट द पास्ट कि मैं ये कर सकता था मैं ये कर सकती थी and I could have done things differently because in some बारे सोचने में कोई फायदा नहीं है you should think about stuff that you can do right now and in the future because बताऊँ क्या होगा अगर आपने आज भी यही सोचा कि मैं ये कर सकती थी या कर सकता था फिर 2-3 दिन बाद आप ये सोचेंगे ओह मैं इस दिन भी ये कुछ कर सकती थी या कर सकता था मैंने क्यों नहीं किया you know so I'm just trying to say just use your time whatever you have left because the probability is that you're not going to watch this video the day I uploaded this probability है कि आप इसको एक महीना पहले सीआई से देख रहे हो या एक हफ्ता पहले or anything like that so start right now uh, you can always reach out to me via email and yeah my description में email होगी by the way okay so let's start right now we'll be starting with the paper structure as you know कि A levels का जो grade आता है वो एक दो sections का accumulative आता है तो आपका AS और A2 का grade मिल के एक A levels का grade बनता है तो हमारे पास टोटल फिजिक्स के लिए 5 पेपर्स हैं तो द वे जैसे ब्रेकअप हुआ हुआ है वैसे है कि आपको एएस में जिस साल में आप अभी हैं उसमें आपको 3 पेपर्स देने होंगे पेपर 1 पेपर 2 और पेपर 3 Paper 1 is the MCQ, multiple choice paper. Isme you have 40 marks and you have like 40 MCQs and you're gonna get 1 hour and 15 minutes. So a paper like this, you should have एक आपने इतनी प्रैक्टिस करी भी होनी चाहिए कि आप जब पेपर में सवाल देखें तो you can note your answer right there and then. Because the thing is that with A levels you're not gonna have time to think. That's why everyone in A levels emphasizes that do past papers, past papers, past paper. Content itna matter nahi karta. So yeah, so if you want to get your grade in A levels, you need to do past papers. Like O levels में फिर भी चल जाता है लेकिन A levels में नहीं चलेगा. So yeah, do past papers as much as you can. Then you have paper 2. Paper 2 is theory-based paper. So you're going to have 60 marks. You're going to get, again, 1 hour, 15 minutes. It's going to be all questions from your AS syllabus. And yeah. And then you're going to have paper 3. Paper 3 is practical paper. And you're going to get 2 hours for that. And you're going to get 2 experiments to work upon. So एक experiment 20 marks होगा, दूसरा experiment 20 marks होगा. इसमें भी you need to manage your time, like 1 hour up हो गया, so time to move on the next experiment and so forth. We will be discussing in more detail. Then you have 2 papers for your A2 component, paper 4 and paper 5. We don't need to discuss that. Just keep in mind that you need to perform really well in AS because ये आपको 50% count करेगा grade आपके पूरे A levels grade में. So it matters. Okay. तो सबसे पहला टॉपिक जो हमारे पास AS में है and that's physical quantities and units. Physical quantities and units में they talk about physical quantities like किस चीज़ को किस तरह magnitude में describe करना चाहिए कौन सा unit है and you need to make like really well estimations. Then you have SI unit. So you need to recall everything that you did in O levels. Like किस चीज़ के लिए क्या चीज़ फिट करेगा mass के लिए kgs, length के लिए meters, current के लिए ampere, temperature के लिए Kelvin, stuff like that. Then you have errors and uncertainties. This is basically talking about जो errors हमारी हो सकते हैं calculations में. Whenever you're measuring something, there's always an uncertainty कि ये 0.1 centimeter on मतलब incorrect है plus minus का निशान आता है and stuff like that. And then the last part about the syllabus is scalar and vector quantities. We've done this in O levels quite descriptively, लेकिन अब there gonna be a new aspect to it. Now vectors में आपको dimensions बतानी चाहिए होनी चाहिए कि okay कि आपकी मतलब ऊपर and then नीचे you need to know how to describe those forces, yeah, whatever you're dealing with. Okay. Then you have a second chapter, and that's kinematics. This is gonna be the most hardest chapter, I guess, because you're coming from an O levels background. O levels where you were not used to, working with so many equations at one time. It was just like एक equation में डाला आपने, you get your answer. That's not the case anymore. Things are gonna get really complex. Now dimension का एक aspect आता है. So I think this will be the toughest, but if you get the hang of this chapter, then आपके लिए सब कुछ आसान हो जाएगा. So kinematics is like a taste of A levels, I guess. But oh well. Okay. उसके बाद हमारे पास third chapter dynamics. Dynamics is basically the study of forces and everything. But again, things are gonna get more complex. तो उसमें आपका momentum आता है, Newton's law of motion सारे आ जाएंगे. Non-uniform motion आएगा, हमने वो नहीं करा था O levels में. Then they talk about linear momentum and its conservation. So you're gonna study about law of momentum and everything like that. There's one thing that you need to keep in mind is that कि आपके O levels के concept बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छे होने चाहिए because वो सारी prerequisite knowledge होती है. So the examiner जो आप पेपर बना रहा होता है वो उसके दिमाग में होता है कि इस बच्चे को O levels का आता है सब कुछ. So yeah, A levels hard, Okay. उसके बाद हमारा fourth chapter है forces, density and pressure. इसमें basically they talk about turning effect of forces. This is something that you have done in O levels. Like now again, there's another aspect to it. Then they talk about equilibrium of forces, and then they also talk about density and pressure. Okay. हमारे पास जो पांचवा टॉपिक है दैट्स वर्क एनर्जी एंड पावर. वर्क एनर्जी एंड पावर में सबसे पहले एनर्जी है, तो एनर्जी में एनर्जी कंजर्वेशन आ गई आपकी. फिर हमारे पास ग्रेविटेशनल पोटेंशियल एनर्जी एंड काइनेटिक एनर्जी की. अगेन इट्स लाइक एवरी टॉपिक जो आपने ओलव्स में किया होगा वो होगा, लेकिन इट्स जस्ट मोर कॉम्प्लेक्स. देयर आर मोर इन्फॉर्मेशन दैट्स बीइंग एडेड ऑन टू. So, don't take this lightly. But yeah. फिर हमारे पास डिफॉर्मेशन ऑफ सॉलिड्स है. तो हमने पहले सिर्फ करा था स्प्रिंग की डिफॉर्मेशन. नाउ यू गोना हैव सॉलिड्स. सो यू नीड टू नो अबाउट स्ट्रेस एंड स्ट्रेन एंड इलास्टिक भी है. इलास्टिक की भी है लेकिन इलास्टिक भी अब थोड़ी सी ज़्यादा मुश्किल हो गई है. Then the seventh chapter is waves. So this chapter is very, very long and big. So I would suggest you guys, study it very carefully. Okay? Because इससे सवाल अच्छा खासा आता है. Okay, so सबसे पहली चीज़ हमने waves में करी होंगी progressive waves. Then they talk about transverse and longitudinal waves. फिर हमारे पास एक नई चीज़ आएगी Doppler effect of sound waves. And then there's electromagnetic spectrum. And then there's polarization. After this chapter, there's superposition. It's as amazing as it sounds. इसमें they will talk about stationary waves, diffraction, interference of the wave, and the diffraction grating basically. अच्छा, by the way, I forgot to say this earlier, लेकिन आपकी maths इसमें बहुत strong होनी चाहिए. And जिन्होंने A levels maths नहीं ली है, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. But you guys have to focus more on physics because derivations and things will get confusing because they use sine and cos. So practice. If you're studying from the start day, then everything will be good for you. But yeah, you got this. Then we have a ninth chapter, and that's electricity. So electricity that you guys have done in O levels, uski advancement is, so they talk about electric current, potential difference in power, resistance and resistivity, and stuff like that. Then there's in DC currents you need to know practical circuits. So they'll recall everything that you've done in O levels, and then there's more to it. फिर आपको किरचॉफ लॉज के बारे में बेहद ज़्यादा अच्छी तरीके से पता होना चाहिए. And then the final topic to this is potential dividers. I don't think so that's something that you have done in O levels, but yeah. The last topic for A-level physics is particle physics. The most interesting so far to me, but you are allowed to defer your opinion. इसमें they will talk about atoms, nuclei, and radiation. So it's easy but not easy at the same time, you know. And then there's like fundamental particles. So they're talking about there will you will be introduced to term like quarks and stuff like that. Okay, so just like tips for A levels physics, I would say is that do past papers, past papers, past papers. Because at the end of the day, I feel like CIs is not about learning, but it's all about hacking past papers. If you know how to solve past papers, तो आपका आराम से मतलब grade आ जाएगा. But this is something that I would not like to focus in my class individually because at the end of the day, आपको जो भी grade आता है, when you go into practicality, when you go into your real life, nobody is going to look at your grade. आपको problem solving आनी चाहिए. You need to know, you know, critical thinking, these things that matter. So we'll try to understand everything and we'll try to do past papers. Okay, we get the both things. We're successful in the real life and then we're successful in the parent size, you know. Okay, so that's it for me right now. I hope you have a great day and take care. Bye bye.